is the work of John Green, released in 2015 and has 360 pages. This novel was raised to the big screen with the same title in 2015, but Paper Towns wasn't successful as a previous film by John Green too.
Hi everyone, my name is Aldan, and today I would like to talk about the novel I read. The title of the novel is The Paper Town, and the novel is absolutely perfect. And let's talk about it. This story began around like a 2008, and in chapter 1 we can meet with the mind of the character. His name is Quentin the Caption. Yeah, Quentin the Caption. And yeah, for chapter 1, this is talk about the daily activity of him. But you know what, even though he's not really love fun or something like that, he's not really different when he's a best friend, but he's still okay because he'll love the most popular girl in the high school. And that's a good idea. And you know what? That girl is a neighbor for his childhood. And I don't know, this is like a destiny or something like that, but this is special, right? And also, John Green wrote about bullying in high school, especially if you're not popular or we can call you loser. Like a kid that he's not really popular, then you know what? We can guess that what happened for the next. Yeah, sounds kind of like that.
So guys, my name is Muhammad Uhaq Nur Fadila and I will explain some part of novel Paper Towns. Chapter 2 begins to enter the beginning of the actual conflict. Where an unexpected guest arrives, Margot runs Speckleman, her idol, who knocks on her window at night. Q, who was not originally a rebel's child, took the case to his parents' car, which was actually in his when he was on vacation. Then, when driving along with Margot across the night, with the aim of revenge in the style of Margot. Margot across the night with the aim of revenge in the style of Margot. Margot, who is famous for being sensationally by his childhood, gives unconscious puzzle on a morning when he says goodbye and invites Margot to join him at his dinner table for lunch. Weakness. The novel uses several backgrounds that sound familiar to the reader so that the reader will definitely be confused by the setting and it's difficult to imagine how clear the setting is. So, thank you. The John Green novel is very interesting to me, especially for people who like mystery novel stories that are not too heavy and interspersed with romance. This novel reviews the friendship between Q and Ben and Radar, packaged with language that easy to digest and not difficult to difficult. This novel is very easy to understand. This novel not only contains friendship and romance, this novel also discusses the key that support. To find this novel also discuss how distressed Margot has been behind figure who look perfect in the eyes of the people around him.
Hi, my name is Aldan Ramadan Hairi from R2C. I'll explain you about synopsis. Chapter by chapter was written in such alone as to how Q was confused when Margot left his family, his school, and himself. He remembered how last night when he stood in front of Margot, everything was possible. The next day, though it vanished as quickly as in the wine. Quentino is not some dumb teenager. He was smart and immediately gave away all his strength and mind to find out where she was. He believed she left his clue somewhere, and he was not fooling around when he left that clue. He just wanted it to be found by someone who was right, by those who deserve it. Okay guys, I've been read this story. Personally, I think this story of Paper Towns, the film and the novel is very good, entertaining and touching. A very simple story indeed. but a very recommended to read and watch Pepperton's movie because using anti-mainstream plots. The weaknesses, since using the anti-mainstream plot, it will be hard to understand the plot.
Quentin is an ordinary teenager as well as a senior high school student last year, and Quentin was stuck with his two best friends because he left in the same boat when he was in elementary school. That is, the child was not popular. Quentin has long harbored feeling for Margot, a neighbor as well as a childhood friend who was never close again. Although Quentin had problems, but Quentin cannot hate his two best friends who happen to be obsessed with proms.
Margot is the most phenomenal high school student last year. Whether it's because her beauty, intelligence, and mystery that she had. Born of narcissistic parents, kept her looking for attention. Everyone not to be able to take her eyes off her. And everyone is competing to solve of the mystery about it. Now I will tell about the advantages and disadvantages about this book. This novel has the value contained therein. At least about if our efforts continues, it makes sure that we can get the result. And about the dynamic of friendship that generally occur in life. But the most important thing is to accept the others in full, then any difference will be definitely resolved. But I almost found no weakness in this book, except for a few acts of ignorance and scenes that are a bit vulgar, make the reader are a little bit uncomfortable. Just that. But overall, this book is good, and I think to be able to make this book into my friendship. With this, guys, bye!
It is interesting to see a novel that has a relatively slow storyline, and we will only see the tension of the conflict that start from chapter 2 and begins to preparing in the chapter 14. This novel discusses about love, about feeling our belonging, about a feeling of longing. But the other hand, the rectangular is also highlighted, where solidarity denies it and how to overcome it. Not only that, a family values are also subtly we can see from the Q family. Now I want to tell you about advantages and disadvantages. I begin first with disadvantages. Its shortcoming off with this novel are the long-winded storyline and unsatisfying ending. Bad advantages is about this novel are competition between Quentin, Ben, and Ryder. And Peppertowns promise that in this world nothing is perfect and nothing is in line with our expectation or our imagination.